Nick Picket seemed to he made a start today, and he seems to be playing better and better. Can you explain maybe his rise up the depth chart and how he performed today?
He's another good player. I mean, we played a lot of freshmen today. You know, you think about we got a young football team, and it was great for Nick to go out and get his first start in an environment like that against an opponent like that, and I felt like Nick held his own. You know, he's a really good football player, and the sky's the limit for him. And again, I think each and every week all those guys are going to continue to get better. I think our D lineman made a couple tackles too.
Charles had a nice game with Justin today, but then you also had a really big catch there from Johnson there on that dive. What sort of kind of chemistry are you seeing between Justin and not necessarily Charles, because he's done this for a couple of years, but some of those younger guys?
Well, they all work together, and they stay out to practice at time and make plays, and it's good to see that the young guys is picking up on the offense and being able to go out and run the right route. And not only run the right route, but make the plays. And if you go back and look at Johnny Johnson high school film, he did that all the time. You know, I tell him, stop diving, just run through the ball. But I think he loves doing that. He loves diving and falling on the ground and catching the ball because it's pretty cool. And I feel like he can get some highlights doing that. But, no, it's great, man. The kids step up and make big time. You think about last week and this week, and they're in critical situation where he step up, and I think that says a lot about him being that young, and to be able to make those plays for us is crucial.
Yeah, awesome.
Willie, which half did you think was more representative of where your team is at right now? First half, second half, or is it somewhere in the middle?
I would say somewhere in the middle. We were good in the first half. Second half, not so good. But it's great that our guys found a way, and to me that's what's more important than anything. Not necessarily how we played, but our guys found a way to win the ball game. And at the end of the day, that's the object, is to go out and find a way to win a ball game, and they did that. So I say somewhere in the middle. We still don't know how good we can be at, and it's our job each and every week to go out and see how good we can play. And again, it's never about the opponent. It's always about us. And I think we learned a lot about ourselves and learned some things that we can get better at. But I'm so proud of this football team and proud of the way the guys are working together and playing for one another. And I think that's what we see more than anything. You see a group of young men out there just having fun and playing for each other. And when you get that, the winning comes easy.
Last question right here, Chantel.
Typically, there's a lot of growth for a quarterback between year one and year two. Obviously, you weren't here for year one, but from last spring until now, where have you seen the most growth in Justin's game?
Well, just his confidence. I think Justin, when I came here, he was in, again, unusual situation. He had started so many games last year, and then you get a new coach come in and open the competition up, and that wasn't ideal for him, and so I'm sure that was on his mind a lot as he was competing and all. But just watching his growth from the spring through summer and through training camp has been great. I thought he made the most improvement in training camp. The first week I felt like Justin was a little like he was in the spring. And Justin and I sat down on the field after practice, after everybody went in, and we just talked. And then ever since then, he's been different. And he's been confident, and he's been vocal. And I told him, I don't need you to be vocal. I just need you to lead this football team and encourage guys and be the guy that they can look up to and let their teammates play for you. We have guys that can be vocal and be those guys like Royce Freeman and Terrell Crosby. Those guys played a national championship game. They know what it's supposed to be like and know what it looks like, But Justin has grown tremendously, and you can see his confidence every day. He's talking more because he usually don't say anything other than yes, sir. But he's talking more. Justin and I, we meet every week, and it's great because a lot of those throws are plays that he like, and like I told him, I don't always just want to call the ones I like. I want to know the ones you like because I know you execute it a little better. So we make sure Justin is part of the game plan and understand it, and I think that's why he's playing the way he is, and he's so efficient because he's a smart kid first and foremost, but he's locked into the game plan, and the kid's special.